Hey, Shalom, Israel, Shalom, Shalom. Hey, first and foremost, I want to give all praise to the Most High, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, which is the true God of the nation of Israel. In this video right here, I'm gonna be doing is on birthdays. When your birthday, you turn 21, you happy. You celebrating your birthday. You going out to eat at Golden Corral. You chilling with the family. Y'all playing board games. Your grandma Betty cooked up a special dinner for your birthday, but you not knowing birthdays are wicked. You feel what I'm saying? If you believe in the Bible, there's nowhere in the Bible that does anybody celebrate their birthday. There's nowhere in the Bible do anybody get a cake, put candles on the cake, and blow it out. You feel what I'm saying? That's nowhere in the Bible. And I'm finna show you the meaning behind the candles right here. It says, for the ancient Greeks, putting candles on a cake was a special way to pay tribute to the Greek moon goddess. So check it out. The Greeks was doing this. The Greeks didn't have no real God. The Greeks didn't have no commandments to keep. The Greeks wasn't the chosen people. You feel what I'm saying? So the Greeks was doing all type of wicked things. And it says, putting candles on a cake was a special way to pay tribute to the Greek moon goddess. So when you blowing out your candles, you know what I'm saying? When you blowing out your candles for your birthday, and you blow them out, you paying tribute to a Greek moon goddess. So that's like idolatry, cause you paying tribute to another god, and that's how we in the situation we in right now as a people. Idolatry. We wasn't just worshiping statues. We were doing stuff like this also. We when you blowing out candles, you paying tribute to a Greek god, Artemis. And it says they bake round cakes to symbolize the moon. People may have believed that the smoke from the candles carried their wishes and prayers to gods who lived in the sky. So it's talking about they were paying tribute to the moon goddess Artemis, and also it said people believed so like from the smoke from the candles carried their wishes and prayers to gods who lived in the skies. So this going off, bro. So if you celebrate your birthday or you blowing out candles from off a cake into the sky, you doing this all. You're not blowing out candles for the Most High God of the Bible. You blowing out candles and you thinking, and it's all pagan. You know what I'm saying? You don't know the meaning behind what you're doing, and that's so important. Once you grow and understand and do your research, you have to understand the meaning behind the stuff that you celebrate and the stuff that you do. Christmas got paganism behind it. Halloween, of course. Easter, Thanksgiving, of course. Valentine's Day. All these wicked holidays is pagan. They all come from these Greeks, these Romans, and these Babylonians. You feel what I'm saying? These are not our customs, Israel. We was not blowing out candles back in Bible time. We don't need to be doing it now because you committing sin. You putting other gods before your creator. You feel what I'm saying? And hold up. So like, let me get that. I think it's number one on. It's number one. You shall not have no other gods before me. So when you blowing out your candles and on your birthday, you paying tribute to the Greeks god. You know what I'm saying? You paying tribute to the so-called Greek god, which are not even real. You paying tribute to them. Just like when you celebrate. I mean, it's like it when you doing zodiac signs. You know what I'm saying? You out here calling yourself. I did. Hey, check that video out. I did a video on zodiac signs. But when you out here calling yourself a Leo, you know what I'm saying? That's Babylonian customs. They didn't have no real God, so they had to come up with their own stuff to please them. You feel what I'm saying? So you idolizing. You know what I'm saying? This is what you worshiping these other people, guys. You feel what I'm saying? Idolatry, bro. So you notice when you blowing out the candle, what you saying? what they say, make a wish. That's witchcraft. Why would you make a wish? That's what witches does. You know what I'm saying? Just think about the stuff that you like. Think about, like, you know this going off. You know this not right. But at the time, you not think about it. Once you go back and do your research, you be like, damn, why they say make a wish? You close your eyes and you make a wish. That's witchcraft. Birthdays are celebrating your birthday is witchcraft. Check this out. Birthdays were first considered to be a pagan ritual. It's like ritual. Yeah, all this stuff ritual. It's rituals. So birthdays were first considered to be a pagan ritual in Christian culture. In Christianity, it is believed that all people are born with original sin, that in combination with early birthdays being tied to pagan gods, led Christians to consider birthdays to be celebrations of evil. But it's crazy because Christians celebrate birthdays. They know it's pagan. They know it's rituals, but they celebrate birthdays. You see how that? You see how it is, bro? You see y'all see what I'm saying? So it's time to come out these hold up. Where does celebrating birthdays originate? The Greeks most likely took if you didn't know, Greeks are so-called white people. If you didn't know, Greeks are white people. The Greeks so we celebrating stuff that all right, these people put us into slavery and we celebrating they stuff. You think they stuff right? If we God chosen people, the Israelites, we God chosen people, and we celebrating they custom, you think it's right? So it say the Greeks most likely took the idea of birthday celebration from the Egyptians. And yes, the Egyptians, matter of fact, so-called black people, if you watching this video, this your first time hearing about the Israelites, you are not an Egyptian. If your people fit the curses in Deuteronomy 28 chapter, you are not an Egyptian. The Egyptians had the Israelites in slavery. They were both the Egyptians and the Israelites were two dark races. Feel what I'm saying? But the Egyptians are the so-called Africans. They'd be the Africans this day. They'd be the Africans that you see walking around. They had you in slavery. Feel what I'm saying? So I can see them getting the custom from Egyptians, because Egyptians worship their own gods. They had weird gods they worship too. And it says they took the idea of a birthday celebration from the Egyptians, since just like the celebration of the pharaohs as gods, the Greeks were celebrating their gods and goddesses. See, they didn't have no real god to worship. They didn't have no real God to serve, so they had to make up stuff to please them, to please their soul. They didn't want to go. They knew their gods wasn't real. They knew their gods wasn't real. But no, I ain't gonna need to say that, because some of them thought their gods was real until they got confounded. You know what I'm saying? But just know they gods wasn't real. So it's pagan. All this stuff evil. They didn't have no commandments to keep, so they was out here doing BS. The Most High wasn't worried about them. He worried about his people. So they was out here doing what all type of stuff they wanted to. That's why you don't supposed to celebrate all this paganism, because it all starts from wickedness. It says, just like the celebration of the pharaohs as gods, the Greeks were celebrating their gods and goddesses. 3 ancient Romans were the first to celebrate birthdays. So the ancient Romans were the first to celebrate birthdays. And the Romans had the Israelites in slavery as well. So we celebrating something that, basically we celebrating something, and we happily celebrating something we celebrating something our oppressors celebrated. Our birthdays came from them. Birthdays are nowhere in the Bible. You don't see nowhere in the Bible when it say David celebrated his birthday. You don't see nowhere in the Bible when it said, "Oh, King Saul, it was his 76th birthday. All Israel got together. They got a cake for him. They put candles on it. He made a wish and blew it out." There's nowhere in the Bible. All this is pagan. It's made up. But our people don't know that. We just follow trends. We gotta come out of that, cause this can get you put to death. Cause this is idolatry. You paying tribute to these other people gods. Feel what I'm saying? So I ain't want to make this video too long. I might break down some more holidays. I might break down Halloween next. But most people already know about Halloween, but our people still celebrate it. That's not even in the Bible. So I'm gonna start breaking down more of these holidays that our people celebrate. But this is the first one, birthdays, because it's the first one that came to my mind. But I want to give all praise to the Most High, Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah Bahashim Akakodash, which is the true God of the nation of Israel. In Israel, y'all gotta do y'all research. Come out of these pagan holidays and come back to the Most High, the God of Israel. I love y'all. Shalom.